this once. And I want to
subscribe.
Kaizoku.
This video is sponsored by Sleeve Chief. They've got sleeves, bam, deck boxes, bam, playmats, bam, all with beautiful designs on them for your dueling needs. It's Sleeve Chief's 2nd anniversary, happy birthday! And to celebrate, they're having an anniversary sale with 20% off site-wide. And this is perfect timing too because they're releasing 40 new products. And on top of that, you can use my affiliate code Kaizoku for an additional 5% off. Yes, it stacks. They also ship worldwide. So if you liked what you saw, head on over to the Sleeve Chief store and take advantage of their 20% off site-wide 2nd anniversary sale. Links in the descriptions below. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Welcome to another market review video. In case you're a new viewer and you don't know what these videos are, my market review videos are me over-engineering all the market data that I'm collecting for the One Piece card game. We'll go over stuff like price increases, price decreases by percent, by dollar amount, TCG player prices, card market prices, tournament performance, and the prices of competitive decks, and expected values of a booster box to tell you if it's worth it to buy a sealed product right now or not. We'll look at it by card, by set, just a wide array of metrics that I like to go over. And this is the only channel where you'll find that information. Last time I checked, everyone else is kind of just clicking through TCG player pages in their market reviews. So yeah, that is the summary of what you're about to see in this video. If you do want access to this dashboard, I do grant it if you're a Marketeer patron on my Patreon, for as long as you're a Marketeer. Alright, it's market review time. Haven't done one of these in quite a while now. I believe the last one is on April 9th. So a little bit over a month ago. What has happened in the game since then? Well, Starter Deck 13 released, the Three Brothers Starter Deck. EB01 released as well. Some treasure cups have taken place under the EB01 format. In Japan, more 08 spoilers have come out. Other than that, I think that's it. So since it's been a while, I probably have quite a number of new viewers who don't know what market reviews are. My market reviews are a general look at the market of One Piece cards, the prices, using TCG player and card market data. I look at biggest increases, biggest decreases, the expected value of a booster box, and just stuff like that. And this dashboard is something that you can get access to as a Marketeer patron on my Patreon. Otherwise, you do have to wait for me to make these videos if you want whatever you can get for free. But yeah, I built this all myself. I'm somewhat of a coder, I'd say. But yeah, if you're interested in that, I'll have the link to my Patreon in the description. So without further ado, let's take a look at the market. Let's look at just the last week. So May 6th to the 13th. If we look from like the last market review period, which is April 9th, we might see some pretty big swings because yeah, looking at from the last week only gets rid of the like initial EB01 like pre-sale kind of inflated prices. If we look from the 6th, it would have had a few days to like stabilize. So I think that would be a better look for this video at least. So moving on to the movers, the biggest increases for this period is Manga Luffy. Manga Luffy is $3,456. If we take a look at just this card, his history, we can see it on the bottom, how he's been trending. This does seem to be the most expensive he's ever been. Oh, let me fix the screen here. It's not showing the entire thing. 1 second. There's that better. Now you can see the bottom. So yeah, this is the most expensive he's ever been at $3,456. And interestingly enough, he's only gotten cheaper on Card Market. So more expensive in America, but less expensive in Europe. Up next, we have Manga Shanks here. Let's take a look at his history, just out of curiosity's sake. So this is also the most expensive that Shanks has been at $1,700. On the Europe side, Card Market side, he took quite a big dip in the beginning of March, but then now he's back up to like his pre-dip prices, about the same as he always... No, he's more expensive. Not just about as expensive as he's always been. So yeah, just on the American side, TCG player side, most expensive he's been. We also have 8 Cost Kid, the normal version, up $5. Leader Ivankov also up. The Flamingo Leader also up, the green purple one. 8 Cost Katakuri also up $3. Ooh, an EB01 card here. Actually, let's remove EB01. We'll take a look at it separately on its own afterwards. Okay, so after Katakuri, we have Odin here. This is probably due to Red Green Odin, the leader. Just being released, maybe some people were like interested to play him. Also Yamato for that same deck. Alt Art Rebecca also up because Lucci does still run this card in 07 at least. Yamato also up because Enel is one of the top 3 in 07. Ace up as well. This could be because of OP08, the red blue Marco leader. But yeah, just up $1 or so. Alt Art for this Sabo is up as well. These alt arts for the Starter Deck 13 cards aren't as expensive as I thought. What else is up? Alt Art 8 cost kid for Bonnie, for Uta. Here's a Marco for that blue red Marco deck. Alt Art of the Enel as well is up. These all make sense to me. Film Nami up $1, Otama up $1, Queen up $1. I don't know if we'll see Queen decrease because they did announce a reprint via an SP card in OP08. But yeah, SP card is just as difficult to get than the old ST04 card, so I don't know if that would affect the prices of this Queen at all, really. We also have Alt Art Makino up $1, Alt Art Ace, the leader one from Starter Deck 13 up $1, Newgate up 92 cents. Ooh, Sakazuki went up 88 cents even though he's banned, so I don't know, even though he's not a legal card soon, he's still worth quite a bit, $28. I think that is higher than some other Alt Art leaders, actually. I can take a look at all the leaders later, actually. And yeah, we're on the 25 mark where all the increases are less than $1, so I think nothing else to make note of from here. Let's take a look at the decreases. Manga Zoro is the biggest loser. Sorry, Zoro, I didn't mean to say it that way, but yeah, minus $47 on this manga rare. Reiju also down 13 bucks. This EB01 vacuum kind of limbo meta we have right now is probably the last time we'll see Reiju. Because once Red Purple Law gets even more popular, Reiju just falls off the face of the earth. Because it's such an auto-lose matchup for her. Katakuri also down, but he's still incredibly expensive at 207. Ooh, this SP Nami also down 8 bucks. I remember she was like almost $300 at one point. Let's take a look at the history here on the bottom for her. Because that's what you can do with this dashboard. Yep, she has gone down from her glory days. Her peak was like, yeah, 280-ish, almost 300. Now she is 158, which is kind of close to what she was on release. No, she dipped down quite a bit. But around early December, mid-December is when she reached the 150-ish mark, where she's at right now. That's nice to know. Alt Art Cracker also down 8 bucks. Alt Art Yamato down as well, 670. This, I don't really know why. I think Yamato is still okay in 07. Not a top meta deck, but still can hold their own. We have Perona, Alt Art down, but Gekko Moria is still a top meta contender in 07. So it could be a small discount if you're trying to build out that deck. 9 cost Alt Art Zoro down 5 bucks along with the manga rare. I guess no decks can really utilize them too well. Manga Sogeking down 5 bucks. I think this is the cheapest manga rare, right? He's cheaper than Chopper. I guess we'll see once we get to the EB01 part of the video. SP Buggy down 2 because only really Zoro runs it, and then Zoro is not meta at the moment. Perona down. There's like this Wano Perona build that I've been seeing going around. I thought that would make Perona more popular. Maybe people are just gonna take a while to catch on to it and then Perona will shoot back up. But yeah, right now it went down almost 5 bucks. SP Linlin down almost 5 bucks as well. People have been playtesting the purple yellow pudding leader in 08. This card would be staple for that deck if you want to bling it out. So maybe it's a good time to pick some up. Oh, it's still quite expensive at 123. So Ichiji also down because Reiju also down. Reiju in general. Red Purple Uta down, the leader. Even though I do believe Uta is a popular character, I guess just leader is just too unplayable for now. Onami also down 4 bucks. I guess Katakuri doesn't run anymore. Enel, I think it's more of a tech choice in Enel. So yeah, it's not a mandatory card, but it's still a Nami card. I think on release it was like 100. Take a look at that real quick. We're just checking the history of Nami cards only, it seems. If you don't mind letting me indulge. Yeah, look at that. She was like 100 on release, pumped up to 125. And then now back down to like 50-ish. So yeah, quite the fall from grace. We got Manga Law at 1,066, dropped $4. There's Boa, Sugar, Momonosuke. $4-ish down. NL is down $3. This is actually quite cheap for a top meta leader, $77. This might be the cheapest he's ever been. No, the cheapest he's been was 70-ish. So yeah, a little bit higher than the cheapest he's ever been for a top meta contender leader. I really kind of don't understand sometimes why like top meta leaders are so cheap, but then like leaders like Katakuri are like $200. Is Katakuri that much more of a favorite character, or is it just because he's older? Because he's an O3 card? I don't know. But anyway, we'll move on. Alt art Nami here. Film Nami down. Even though the regular film Nami went up. Veg also down, but this might just be a blip because I think it's still one of the best yellow 2K counters. Judge down. That makes sense because Reiju. Hiyori down. But I do believe Enel does run this card, 4 of. Right, it does help you put like a you're the one who should disappear as your last life to heal you for 2 life. So yeah, it might be a good discount for Hiyori if you want to bling it out in your deck. The leader Gekkomoria is down. Yeah, also a top meta leader, but like only $62. Kinda weird. So yeah, in 07, the top 3 leaders, or you can even argue top 4, is Red Purple Law, Gekkomoria, Enel, and then Black Yellow Luffy. 2 of them are from starter decks, and then the other 2 are like less than $80. So if you want to be a sweaty meta follower, it is quite cheap, it seems. For the leader at least. Lucci also down, which is still a top meta card. Gekkomoria runs it. Rob Lucci runs it. So yeah, very affordable right now. We're getting down to like the under $3 decreases. So probably nothing too crazy to note here. Ooh, Ain is cheap. There's a debate in Red Purple Law whether you should run Ain or Beppo. So if you want to run Ain, she's a little cheaper now. But probably not as cheap as Beppo. Beppo comes in the starter deck. Oh no, so does she. So yeah, I guess it's up to you. Okay, let's take a look at EB01 then, on its own. So EB01, within the last week at least, the biggest increases is this Alt Art Brook. This Brook is a crazy good card in black. You can play it off of Rebecca. It gives cost reduction and KOs when attacking and on play. So yeah, I think one of the better cards to come out of EB01. Inazuma also up $2. I don't know why. Chopper also up $1. Alt Art Chopper. Is this Alt Art? Yes, it is. Laboon also up. I think Laboon is quite the fan favorite character, but only 82 cents. Kid and Killer also up 23 cents. That's all for the increases. So everything else is a decrease, it seems. Let's take a look. Biggest decrease is Odin, Red Green Odin. To be honest, none of the leaders in EB01 are really anything to write home about. Yeah, we see them all in this top 7 here. Top 6. Kairos and Hanya Ball also down $6, $5 respectively. Mr. 2 Alt Art is down $7.66. This is the most expensive card in the set. I guess technically it's a Nami card, even though it's not Nami, but it looks like Nami. But yeah, $130. That is quite the nice price for the Alt Art Secret Rare of the set. The Shirahoshi also down. I don't think any decks run it. Flampe down. This Flampe, a lot of people run, right? Black Yellow Luffy runs it. Enel can run it. So yeah, it could be a affordable way to bling out your deck at 46. Manga Chopper is $6.35. That is pretty much the same price as Manga Sogeking. So Chopper is a Sogeking level manga rare. I wonder what makes something a $1,000 manga rare compared to the $600 one. Is it just character popularity? Is Chopper not popular? I thought he was. I like Chopper. So regular Mr. 2 also down $3. And one of the best secret rares in a while since ACOS Katakuri. But he's not ACOS Katakuri in price. I think ACOS Katakuri was like hovering around like $80 to $100 at one point, but then Mr. 2 is half that at his peak right now. Or I don't know, maybe he could peak later. Cavendish and T-Bone also down, Viola down. I think T-Bone is playable in Sakazuki, but Sakazuki is going away pretty soon. Right, I think it's like a month left that you can play him. What else? That's about it for like playable cards at least. If we look at the overall EB01 market here, looks like between May 3rd and the 4th, it jumped up a lot. This could just be a market anomaly because I think the data that I scraped from TCG Player includes like the pre-sale prices, and I think there was like probably some shenanigans going on. So we'll look at from this peak here onward. So yeah, it was the most expensive on the 4th, and it has only gotten cheaper since, ever so slightly. It's not like a big decrease, so it's Actually pretty stable, I'd say, within the past week at least. So yeah, EB01 doesn't seem to be as swingy as previous sets. It has released at the price that it should be, maybe, according to this data at least. Then real quick, let's take a look at promo cards. Anything crazy to note? If anything jumped up by like a bajillion%. Okay, biggest increase is just this super pre-release Luffy for $78. Some of these prize cards up like 30, and then Dawn cards up as well, because I think in Japan you can use these English Dawn now, but it's not the same vice versa for us. I don't think we're allowed to use Japanese Dawn just yet. What else? There's this Otama from that like first anniversary, like it was like a playmat and deck box thing you get, and you get like Otama, Makino, and then one other card included. We got live action Luffy here. My copy of it hasn't come in the mail yet, so I don't know. Stores have been getting copies of it to sell, but the people who pre-ordered on Bandai Plus have not gotten it. Kind of weird. But yeah, not as expensive as I thought it would be. Around like 23 bucks. Let's take a look at decreases. Ooh, this prize card kid went down 200 bucks. This sucks because I have one of these. Dang it, why can't you be more expensive? Gordon also down 8 bucks. A little bit more affordable, but still a full playset's like almost 120 bucks. But yeah, there are like 6 minus 3k effect RP law lists, so if you can't afford a full playset of 4, you can just do 4 raise max 2 Gordon. It's not the end of the world, I guess. It's still 80 bucks, I guess, to pick up 2 Gordons, but hey, what you gonna do? Anything else crazy? Oh, they considered the Judge Pack Queen a promo and not a starter deck 4 card? I guess that makes sense, but yeah. Oh, how's this premium card collection Nami up here? My delivery of this got delayed too from Premium Bandai. So I guess they only delayed the deliveries to people who pre-ordered directly and not to stores. That's kind of lame. I matter too, Bandai. I designed some of these Dawn here, and actually, I printed them out. I made actual Dawn cards. If you would like to buy some, you could check out the link in the description below. I also made manga rares too. There's 4 manga rares in total that you can get. Maybe you'll be the lucky one who gets a manga rare in your pack of 10. This is going to be a very limited run. Thanks for checking it out, and thank you guys always for your support. All right, let's take a look at the expected values. We'll start off with OP06 just to get our like bases like reacclimated. So the expected value of OP06 cards based on all their variations that you can get in a box. Weighted average is 137 on average is the value you'll get out of a OP06 sealed booster box. Let's take a look on TCG Player how much a booster box is going for. Okay, it looks like 174 for the lowest. So that is quite the big difference. If the average worth of an OP06 box is 137 and lowest listed is 174, that's like a $30 difference. I think at that price, at that premium, I don't think it's worth it, right? You're paying 30 bucks for the gamble of getting like a manga rare or like a alt-art leader box, which is the highest value one. And the highest value one is only 4 bucks higher than the lowest listed. So yeah, I definitely don't think it's worth it. Let's take a look at EB01. That's what you're all interested in, right? So here's EB01. And just to preface this, I think there's only 2 variations, right? There's a double alt-art secret rare. I don't have that as a category, so I put it under alt-art secret rare. But I'm counting the alt-arts as you get 2 of them in a box. And then the alt-art leader variation. And I know the manga rare is like a 4-hit box, but I'm not counting manga rares in this calculation because it like crazily skews things. So yeah. So this is what I get for the average value of an alt-art secret rare box, 123 bucks. It's quite high, and it's thanks to like guaranteed Mr. 2 being the secret rare in your box, and he is quite the high value card, 40 bucks. Because of that, it's actually more worth it to get an alt-art secret rare box because you're guaranteed this Mr. 2, while in a alt-art leader box, you have to depend on getting a Mr. 2 alt-art to make the box worth it. So yeah, it's just much more consistent to depend on the secret rare Mr. 2, the base art version, providing you value in your box. And this is mostly also due to the leaders kind of sucking in EB01. If the leaders were better, this expected value would be a lot higher than 110. But it's not too much different. It's like a $13 difference. So yeah, the expected weighted average of an EB01 booster box is $120. 119 to be exact. I'm just gonna round it to 120. And if we look on TCG Player, a booster box is going for 131, lowest listed. So 131 compared to 119, like a $12 difference. That is actually not too big of a difference. That is, for me at least, a premium I'm comfortable paying to gamble on maybe getting a Manga Chopper or Alt-Art Mr. 2. But again, yeah, you're just gambling at this point. On average, if you trust the math, you lose out money. But it's, yeah, again, 12 bucks for the, I guess, excitement of pulling something nice. You're only losing out that much amount, which again, I guess it depends on your personal preference, but for me, that seems like worth it. So, EB01 is actually appropriately priced, I feel. That's good to know. And then I have a tournament prices and tournament performance tab. I'll actually include those in a separate video. I'll do like a tournament snapshot video, so I won't go over that here. And then if we take a look at the movers by set tab, so the biggest increases by set happened in OP01 and OP05, up $51 and $44 respectively. Everything else has been a small increase, Starter Deck 6 being the next biggest at 50 cents only. If we look at the biggest decreases, it was the OP06, lost $125 in value. EB01 lost about 50, OP03 lost 30. That's it for the significant decreases. Everything else is under $5. So yeah, starter decks barely change in value, and 01 and 05 increased. Every other set decreased, it looks like. Let's take a look at set value. Let's remove promos too, and starter decks, just so that the graph is a little nicer to look at. It looks like OP05 is still the most expensive set on average at $228, and has the most expensive card with that manga Luffy. OP06 is the next most expensive. No, OP01 is, sorry. Then 06, then 02, 03, and then 04. Or EB01 is actually higher than 04. And I don't have card market data for EB01. I'll have to fix that. That'll be fixed by the time you see this video. If we look by total value, does that match the same kind of trend? Yep. 05, 01, then 06, then 2, 3, 4. And actually EB01 is less than 04, but that's just because there's less cards in EB01. So that makes sense. So going by average price is probably a better metric for that. If you're going to compare EB to OP set. And the most expensive card in the game is this Luffy, followed by the gold stamped Luffy at almost 2,000. So yeah, there's nothing else that clears the $2,000 mark except this manga Luffy, it seems. Every other manga rare shows up right after that. Zoro is the 4th highest. Then Ace, Law, Kid. Yeah, Chopper is officially higher than Sogeking, who's higher than Sabo. Oh, Sabo is the cheapest. And then it's 01 leaders and 01 alt arts. And just a bunch of Nami cards here. I mentioned earlier I wanted to look at all the leaders, so let's do that. Who is the cheapest leader in the game? So the most expensive is Red Green Law, because they don't print any more of these anymore. Or I think in England they're printing more 01 and 02, right? But on the stateside, TCG player, people, users, they don't have access to reprints, so that's why he's that high. Let's see. So Sakazuki is 30 something here. Okay, he's 36. I had to make the column a little bigger so that we could see it. Sakazuki, the band leader who we can't play, coming in a month, is still not the lowest leader. $36. Oh, Bello Betty's lower than Sakazuki? That doesn't seem right. That's not fair. Bello Betty's actually fun. Sabo is under that. So is Rosinante. Queen? Why is Queen so low? Queen's playable too. Kuro also down here. And then Kairos, Hanya Ball, Isho, and Hody. Hody's the cheapest leader. Dang, a lot of the EB01 leaders are also down here too. And Isho. So some of these are due to like, yeah, viability. But then the others, I think it just might be like character popularity. But I thought Bello Betty was popular. Huh. Even Iceberg is higher. But yeah, it could just be that Iceberg's an older card. Oh, even Zed is higher. Even Arlong is higher. Come on, guys. You disappoint me. Even Garp is higher. Come on. But yeah. Oh, why is Crocodile the 10th highest? I guess he's OP01. But this is like the worst leader ever in the game. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to show in this market review. So any key takeaways? It looks like EB01 was not super inflated on release. It released at the price that it should have, which is actually reassuring, refreshing. That kind of maybe shows that like there's not too much hype in the game. Well, that would be a bad thing though, right? But is that worth the like overinflated prices? So yeah, I guess it's like bittersweet, right? The cards are affordable, but I don't know if that says anything about the future of the game. And it looks like 06 is still continuing to go down in price. Every other set has pretty much stabilized. So only 06 is bleeding and EB01 seems appropriately priced. That seems to be the state of things right now. OP07 releases in a month, so we'll be sure to check back when that releases to see how that affects the market. 07, I don't think it'll affect the market as much. It's not going to be like an 05 kind of set, I don't think. And yeah, it looks like if you're buying a EB01 booster box at lowest listed prices, it seems pretty worth it at the moment. And again, if you want access to this dashboard to peruse it on your own, filter it how you want, look at some of the tabs I didn't look at, you can get access to it if you subscribe to my Patreon as a market tier patron. And if you like these market review videos, or if you like my deck breakdown videos, my gameplay videos, do give me a subscribe if you don't mind. Helps me out, gives me that dopamine hit, and it makes it so that you guys don't miss out on any of my uploads. So that's it for now. Okay, bye.
Card Kaizoku.